This is a criminal case brief with the citation R. V. Perry, 2017 ON CJ 254. Facts. On April 12, 2015, Miss Perry was charged with impaired driving, refusing to comply with a demand for a sample of her breath, and resisting a peace officer in the execution of his or her duties. On April 12, in Windsor, Ontario, Miss Perry was stopped for driving in the westbound while occupying an eastbound lane. When Sergeant Stephen Dixon pulled Miss Perry over, she spoke profanities and was not cooperating. He also noticed a strong odor of alcohol from Miss Perry's breath and arrested her for the offense of impaired driving. Miss Perry resisted arrest, so Sergeant Dixon decided to secure the accused as they were on a busy road, and Miss Perry was swaying and unsteady on her feet. She was both physically and verbally profane, constantly asking for the officer's badge number even after he told her, and responding with, "Yeah, I know, F off," as well as repeating that she would sue them. When brought back, Miss Perry continued to be aggressive and refused to give an alcohol breath sample. At her trial, Miss Perry testified. She stated that in October 2014, she was prescribed Champix, a drug to help her quit smoking, but was not notified of the potential side effects when mixing Champix and alcohol, as she had done the night of her arrest. Issue: does Miss Perry have mens rea to commit the offense? Decision: not guilty. Rationale: Miss Perry has been a social worker for a very long time. In order to do her job, she must be patient, kind, and never aggressive. In her testimony, Miss Perry has stated that she is not an alcoholic and usually drinks once every 3 months. Despite this, in her doctor's notes, it was written that Miss Perry is a recovering alcoholic and attends counseling. Miss Perry claimed that may have been referring to her need for help due to her childhood experience with an alcoholic father. Miss Perry was unaware of these notes, and therefore the notes were considered to be incorrect, misleading, and unable to be relied on. The only reply evidence used by the Crown was from the manager of Red Lobster, where Miss Perry had had some alcohol that night. Apparently, Miss Perry believed that the restaurant's closing time was 10 p.m., but the manager admitted that a customer could conclude that the closing time was imminent due to the late hour. In addition, unlike the Crown, Miss Perry does not have the burden of proving the amount of alcohol she consumed, which she claims was only 3 glasses of wine. Despite the testimony of the arresting officer, who said that they could smell alcohol strongly in Miss Perry's breath, smell cannot determine how much alcohol was actually consumed. The only evidence when it comes to the amount of alcohol ingested was her BAC levels, which at the time of her arrest were 60 mg per 100 milliliters, which are not associated with the observations made by officers at the time. Finally, Miss Perry was not notified of the effects of mixing Champix and alcohol. Her behavior, as described by the officers, was more suggestive of an alcohol-drug interaction than simply the consumption of alcohol. Analysis: the crimes that Miss Perry was charged with are not uncommon. They tend to result from charges ranging from losing your license to going to jail, and ending up with a criminal record. In the case of Miss Perry, she was not only charged with impaired driving, but also with refusing to cooperate and resisting arrest. These charges are much more serious. But her not knowing the side effects of mixing alcohol with the medication she was on counts as mens rea. Had she not been on the medication, she would not have acted in the manner she did, most likely even with the alcohol in her system. Many people are on constant medication. If they are unaware of the side effects, especially the side effects of when medication is mixed with something else, the situation that they put themselves in may be extremely dangerous, whether for their own health or for the safety of the general public and others. Survey question: do you think that doctors should face consequences for not informing the patient of the possible side effects of the medication that is prescribed?